What is up, guys? Zan from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to go over an attacking 4-3 defensive scheme that I think that you guys can use against the gun bunch meta. Now, before we get into today's video, please do me a quick favor. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also take the time to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads coming your way here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. If you guys are looking to take your game to the next level in Madden 22, check out my strategy site, gridirongameplans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault update, we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why these metas work, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active. And early on in the first month of the Madden 22 season, we've already released 3 game plans, 2 on offense, 1 from the bunch, 1 from the pistol smash mouth, and then we also have a defensive game plan out of the nickel triple. That is all included for the low price of $9.95 a month, or if you guys opt in for a year, you guys can save 2 months absolutely free, and that includes access to our members only Discord. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get into today's video. We're going to be in the 4-3 under defense, and with this particular blitz scheme, I was actually going to put this in the Gridiron Vault, but I kind of thought, let's go ahead and lob this over to the YouTube channel. You guys have been absolutely awesome early on in the year. I just want to say thank you so much to all you guys. We're pushing 9,000 subscribers here on the channel. The channel is really taking off here in Madden 22, and I appreciate you guys rocking with me. So this is my way of saying thank you to you guys. I want to show you guys some ways to get pressure out of this formation. Now, I will say that the 4-3 under, if your opponent is prepared for what you're going to do, it's a little bit easier to pick up. Obviously, there's going to be slide protections and different blocking formulas that people can use against this formation. But I will say that that nickel triple game plan on Gridiron Game Plans, we've got answers for everything. Running back blocking, guaranteed pressure, tight end delay fades will fail you, D tackle A gaps, linebacker B gaps, all kinds of different audible tricks, run defense, unique coverages that you can create. That defense is the real deal. Make sure you guys are checking that out. But the play that we're going to start off in is we're just going to show you some universal blitzing concepts. Now, with this particular play, what I would recommend doing is base aligning, and that's just going to widen out this outside linebacker just a smidge. And we're going to go ahead and blitz him. Now, you want to look for the red blitz angle underneath this player. If he ends up going into a contain, all you have to do is just re-blitz him again, and that will turn his blitz angle back to a red rush angle. So you want to make sure that you have him in a hard blitzing angle. Now, your user on this play is going to be the middle linebacker, which is going to be the player that is in the mid read in a cover 2. And depending on where you stand with this player, you can either guarantee edge pressure, or sometimes you're going to guarantee a B gap pass off of this defensive end. So, and what we're going to do here is hold the left trigger. And depending on where you stand, you know, if you're right behind this defensive tackle, it might not bring in the pressure off the edge. So if you kind of shade over just a little bit towards this guard, it can draw his attention. When that ball is snapped, you're going to see that you're going to get the edge rusher or a pass off. Now, what happened right there is exactly what we were looking for, but we had some kind of organic collisions that occurred there on that play. But I'm going to go right back into this, hold the left trigger over that guard, wait for the ball to be snapped, and you see that we're getting a pass off of somebody. Right there, we ended up with a gap pressure from the defensive tackle. Truthfully, I'm not one to complain about that. You're going to get somebody free. It's either going to be the defensive end through the B gap, the outside linebacker off the edge, or like you saw in this case, we got some really crazy D tackle pass off logic. Because what ends up happening on this play is with us kind of holding the strafe button over number 68, it makes it so that the right tackle has to block the defensive end and the outside linebacker coming off the edge. And number 68 ends up having to recover right as the center is passing off our defensive tackle, and he ends up coming in through the A gap on this play. Again, not the exact thing that's going to happen every single time, but it's definitely a fortunate result, and you'll take it every single time on this. Now, again, all you have to do here is blitz the linebacker on the right. You can global blitz, but you're going to want to flick the stick to the left. I know that's weird, but it is technically the left outside linebacker from the defensive point of view. This is the left outside linebacker, this is the middle linebacker, and this is the right outside linebacker. If you were looking at the quarterback, that would be the directions. It's backwards. Don't ask me why EA does it this way. It's been kind of bugged in the game for the last couple of years. Normally, you just want to hit global blitz right, but it's actually global blitz left. And again, you kind of want to stand right here and draw the attention of that guard. You see right there that the guard didn't look at us right there. So you kind of might have to toy around with where you're standing. Again, I would recommend kind of getting down right here in this spot, kind of holding the left trigger. And you see that he slides to the inside, and that guarantees our pressure off the edge. So really getting into that guard is going to be key here with this particular setup. Now, again, that's me just blitzing this player off the edge. I have been base aligning. If you don't base align, we'll go ahead and show you what the results look like right here. So right here, we don't. And we ended up with basically the same pressure. The guy was coming in off the edge. In practice mode, guys kind of jump around and kind of bump into each other. It's really weird. They do that quite often. But again, if you're kind of down here on the edge and they're sending 5 out on routes, you're basically going to guarantee your pressure off the edge pretty much every single time. Now, if you want to contain with this concept, I will show you what containing does. It might result in the guys still coming in, but they take a little bit longer because contains were programmed, I believe, in Madden 21 to go a little bit more slowly around the end when they come in free. You see right there that actually that caused them to be blocked on that play. So for me, I personally prefer the actual rush angle. It's going to be far more consistent for you guys. Again, kind of hovering over the guard and really isolating the 2 players against the tackle is going to be key on this. Now, the other thing that I will do to mix in some pressure is I will actually crash my defensive line down. And what that will do is it will allow me to blitz not only Bar off the edge here, but also this player, Vigil, and he'll hit this B gap. And if you kind of stand right here, you'll notice that you're going to get double pressure with this, or at least you should. You see that you get edge and B gap at the same time. So that's kind of a second layer to this blitz that you guys can mix in. Now, like I said, your opponent, if they block the running back in this example, there will be times where that causes the offensive line to correctly target everybody. But again, it's really important that you get the attention of this right guard, kind of get down a couple yards off the line and really hold his attention. You want to make sure that you can get that pressure around. If you do a good job of that, you're going to be able to get that outside linebacker in free off the edge right at the quarterback. So again, crash down, and then you're going to blitz both this linebacker, and then you're also going to blitz this linebacker off the edge. And again, you want that red blitz angle from him, and then you want to get right in this guard's grill and hold that left trigger, that strafe button. That's going to pull him to the inside. And you see that right there, we actually had Bar off the edge. He bumped into somebody. Again, you're going to see the bumping stuff a little bit more in practice mode than you're going to see in an actual game, but it is something that will happen in practice mode a little bit. Now, if I were to go into other coverages, obviously that was just formulaic, crash down, blitz the outside linebacker, or just blitz one outside linebacker and hover. Let me go ahead and show this to you out of, say, if I wanted to call like 3 cloud show 2. You could do this out of pretty much any coverage in the formation. So long as you know that you're going to get a 5-man line, you should be just fine. Again, kind of holding right here. In this example, you might really fly out into the flat, gonna snap the ball and then kind of fly out. You see right there that I might have needed to hold just a little bit longer to get the attention. That is kind of the one drawback to this, and kind of why I decided to go YouTube over the website on this. The fact that you do have to kind of strafe and hold the attention of this guy can be a little bit of a turn off, just a little bit. But again, if you really hold the attention of that guy, you're good to go, and then you can fly out into the flat. So it is about a half second that you have to stand there, and that can sometimes be the difference of your opponent taking a sack or getting the ball out. So it's always important to mix in your coverages behind this. So, you know, if you know that they like to throw the ball quick to the tight end, turn this into a cover 2 if you get a chance, because that's going to allow you to at least say, hey, I want, you know, my B corner to at least take away the quick throw. So if they see that pressure and they go quick to the flat, you can have a guy that can, you know, make a play on somebody out there. So that's always something that you could do as well. Now, I want to mix in something here that is a little bit off the radar to kind of round out this video. Again, guys, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you guys hit that follow button here on the channel. We upload Monday through Friday. You guys can also follow me on Twitter at ZanMadden, as well as at ZanMadden on TikTok, and also my Twitch channel, ZanMadden. It's ZanMadden everywhere you guys go, so pretty easy to find me. Let's go ahead and show you guys the last blitz that we're going to break down, and this is the Mike Will cross press, and this is a crossfire blitz. And with this particular setup, I'm finding that this is probably the least consistent, but I wanted to lob it in just because it's kind of cool. With this, I like to crash my defensive line to the left twice, and then I will take this defensive end and I'll put him back into either a hard flat, or I'll put him into a seam flat if I want to play match, or I'll put him into a curl flat. And what we're looking for on this is we're looking for, hopefully, the crossfire blitz to come in. It doesn't happen all the time, but if they do go everybody out, you'll notice that sometimes you're going to get a guy to loop in. Almost got it right there. That's really the guy that we're looking for on this play. If you want to guarantee him coming through the A gap, send six. You know, you're going to crash left, just kind of hang out here. I will say that I really like the 3-rec hook. So, you know, I will, you know, leave this as a cover 3. One thing you can do if you want is maybe go ahead and user this defensive end and kind of take a couple steps towards the guy and then peel back. But again, that might not help you too much on this play. Again, I would say if you really want to guarantee your pressure, crash left. And then you're just going to go ahead and rush 6, and that's going to get you the A gap pressure, but at least your opponent won't be prepared for it. A lot of times, you know, if you can mix this in as a surprise, they'll be, you know, shocked looking over the middle. This 3-rec hook really flies down and does a good job. Every once in a while, mix in a crash down. You know, just changing your rush angles can be really helpful as well. You see right here, you know, how that looks. Again, you get kind of a double pressure when you crash down there. Look pretty good, right? So, you know, mix in different crashes on this. Again, this is just something, you know, a little bit extra that you can add in. But again, I would say that the base rush is probably where you're going to have your best success here. Again, kind of standing over the guard, holding that trigger, and making that isolation occur, which allows you to then lurk over the middle. That's really going to be the best bet. Now, there's a lot more that your opponent can do. Obviously, I showed you what can happen if they block the running back and how you can get around that. Tight end delay fades are definitely something that you might have to worry about a little bit with this. Now, if you guys want to know how to basically control your opponent's tight end delay fades, you definitely need to go check out the most recent Vault update on Gridiron game plans, and also in my nickel triple defensive game plan, because I show you guys how to make sure that your opponent's delay fades release instantly, which is huge if you're facing somebody that likes to do the max protect, roll out, delay fade, roll out corner, throw back across the middle thing. This is something that, you know, in terms of $9.95 for the entire website, 3 game plans, 40 plus Vault videos at this point, and weekly content moving forward, plus the Discord access, $9.95 alone for that tight end delay fade tip is worth the price of the site, and you're going to get so much more. So if you guys like this video, be sure to drop a like on it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out gridirongameplans.gg. If I see you on the website, great. If not, we'll see you guys right back here tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan in the lab, and good luck.